Hi guys, so welcome back to a new video. In today's video, I will be talking about patch 11.1.7 and in particular, I want to show you all the new updated HD tier 2 recolored sets that we will be able to get in this new patch. And as you can see already, some of them are really amazing. So here we are having the same new models from the WoW 20th anniversary event, just with different colors, which I think everyone is going to be happy about. And apparently we will be able to get these new tier 2 sets from the Greedy Emissary during patch 11.1.7. So let's start directly with the Death Knight. And I think the Death Knight is one of the coolest. It looks super great. And I love the fact that instead of the frost, we now have the fire. And especially I think the helm is absolutely amazing. So overall, I think the Death Knight is definitely a clear winner here for this new series of tier 2 sets. Then after that, we have the Demon Hunter. So here I'm not a big fan. I actually prefer the previous version. I think it's a little bit too dark and there's not enough colors. So overall, I'm not a big fan. But for those of you who are playing Demon Hunters, let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this set or not. And to be completely fair, I wasn't also the biggest fan of the previous one, so that's probably also why. Then after that, we have the Druid set. So here, I'm also not the biggest fan because I feel like the colors could have been way more interesting. Especially, for instance, the purple here doesn't really match with the rest of the set. And then it's just not really that different than the one we got previously, especially, for instance, the shoulders. And instead of yellow, we're just getting like orange. So overall, I feel like this one is a little bit of a miss and it could have been way better than that. Then after that, we have the Evoker one. So here, honestly, I think this is a really good looking set. And especially I think the helm is extremely cool. And I think this color is not too bad. So even though I know a lot of you were not a big fan of the Evoker set, I do think this is actually a pretty good looking set. Then after that, we have the Hunter set. So here, I'm a little bit disappointed again because I feel like the colors are not bright enough. And so compared to the original version, I feel like this one is not as cool at all. And they could have done something completely different, especially because we already have some other variants of these sets, the original tier 2 from Classico in the game that are, in my opinion, better than this version right here. After that, we have the Mage, and here, obviously, the Mage is absolutely insane. I mean, this is basically perfect for fire mages, and having these big fiery orbs, I think looks so good. So overall, I think the Mage is also a really clear winner in these new tier 2 sets. After that, let's move to the Monk, and here again, I think the Monk is just absolutely ridiculous. I think it looks so great. It's like basically having a dark monk, which is really rare for monks, and I think overall it works really well. Again, I would have maybe made a few of these parts a little more reddish, but overall I think this is almost a perfect set, and I'm sure monks are gonna love being able to get something a little bit different for once. Then after that, we have the Paladin set, and here, I mean, this is a 10 out of 10. This is an S tier set. I think the colors are great, especially the green eyes and everything. Overall, this is, in my opinion, almost better than the original one, and really, this looks absolutely amazing. So I'm sure a lot of people are gonna just try to have Paladins in this new patch just to get their hands on this new set. Overall, this is really a masterpiece, and can't wait to get it myself in the game at some point. Then we have the priest again here. I'm liking it. I just maybe would have chosen different colors, but at least it's very different than the previous one. And it matches pretty well. So overall, not too bad, even though it would have been probably better with a few other colors in my opinion. Then we have the rogue. In my opinion, the rogue is not that crazy because again, it's very close to what we already have in game, and I'm not a big fan. I think it could have been way better. So yeah, for me, the rogue set is a miss, and I'm definitely not the biggest fan of this specific color right here. Then we have the Shaman, and here again, I'm really not a big fan of this one. I think especially when you take each of the different parts, they don't really match, and I think it doesn't really look that great altogether. So yeah, for me, I think this one is a miss, but especially the fact that the white of the fur doesn't really match at all with the silver of the shoulders and the helm. And so it just looks like it's not really connected to each other. So for me, this one is also a little bit of a miss. Then we have the Warlock one. This one is actually pretty good. Again, very different than the one that we have in game. And I do like the colors on it. Again, I would have maybe made the colors a little bit more vibrant, but overall, I think they work pretty well together. And this is definitely a nice set. And finally, we have the Warrior one. And here, I mean, this looks pretty awesome as well. Again, I think some of the colors could match a little bit better. For instance, here you have so many different colors happening that maybe they could have tried to have like the same a little bit everywhere. But other than that, I think it's still a very, very, very cool set. And I'm definitely happy to get that on my warrior. So these are all the different sets that we know we will be able to get. And personally, I'm very excited for them. So let me know in the comments what you think about all these different sets and which one is your favorite. I will be back very soon with more guides and more videos. And in the meantime, I wish you a great day. Bye!